Ooh, big. Blaze on the beat, by the way. Let's make some, everybody make some, everybody make some noise. Let's make some, everybody make some, everybody make some noise. Now make some noise. Now make some noise. Now make some noise.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome, baby, to the HeatNation Report, baby. Y'all know what time it is, man. This is your resident HeatNation reporter, Blaze, 109th Wonder. You already know what time it is, man. We bring the HeatNation Report during the NBA playoffs, and you know we got to cover the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that's my squad. That's the team. And, you know, game one just took place, and, you know, we got to talk about it. You feel me? We got to talk about it. And, you know, we're going to dive right into it. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm your host, Blaze, Hunter, Ninth Wonder. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Shout out to IG, shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube, and shout out to the most prestigious network in the land, which is the Signature Series Network. What's going on, squad? And we just going to jump into these freaking highlights, man. They weren't pretty, and I'm just going to dive into them, man. Let's get it. Heat, Celtics, let's get it popping. So you already know this thing started off. Celtics came out. Them boys had a whole lot of rest. Y'all know the Heat played in 2 freaking playing games, and we don't got Jimmy Butler, nor we got Terry Rozier. But they get it started. These boys was hot. You feel me? You see Jaylen Brown right away. You feel me? Coming in with the dunk over Jaime Jaquez. You know what I'm saying? The 2 guys that were in the slam dunk contest. Freaking crazy. Then, you know, Jason Tatum, you know, the other ahead of that freaking 2-headed freaking snake. Them boys is killing it. They jumped to a freaking, I think, 14-0 lead. I got to give a shout out to Nico. You feel me? My young guys was going ham. They were fighting. They were doing their thing, but it just really wasn't enough. Tyler couldn't get it going at all. These boys were lighting it up from 3. Freaking, the zone just was no match for freaking House. Here he go again. Bang. Killing us. You feel me? We go get another play. This man was just lighting it up no matter what. Here he go again. Bang. You feel me? No matter what, there he is. Bang, out there looking like Ray freaking Allen. And just when we thought we had it under control, here he go again. Bang. They were dominating. We were missing wide open 3-point shots. These boys was making them. It was a beatdown. They slapped us in the face. We really missed the presence of Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier. We really missed their presence because these boys were just lighting it up. And you got to give it to the Heat because they scrappy and they fought, but it just wasn't enough. Here we go. Jaime Jaquez. Jaime and Nikola Jovic, these boys came to play. But it just wasn't enough for the onslaught. Tyler wasn't enough. He just didn't have a great game at all. And look at these boys. Chris freaking Porzingis. This man's 7 foot. Bang. The 3-point for them was just falling. Ours weren't. They were just lighting it up. It was really no contest. They killed us. They smacked us game 1. In the 4th quarter, you know, we went on a little bit of a run where we made it interesting, brought that thing back to damn near 14, but they were just up too high, and it was a dominating performance. 114-94, 20-point game. Tatum 23, Porzingis 18. They just dominated, man. It was not freaking pretty at all, man. We just got killed. 39, 82 shooting, you feel me? The 3-point was freaking horrendous for us. We made 12. They made 22. You feel me? It was just not a good night for the Miami Heat. It was horrible. I'll be the first one to freaking admit that. The Boston Celtics came to play, and they really took advantage of the fact that, you know, Jimmy Butler wasn't there, and, you know, these boys are ready to come and kill. You know, it just is what it is. They were ready to come in and kill, you know. But obviously, you know, I'm rooting for my Heat, man. And if the Heat want to pull this win off, they want to pull a win off, then we need to go into the keys of victory for my Miami Heat, man. You know, there are things that the Heat can do to pull off a win. We got enough firepower. You know, that 4th quarter really showed me a lot of things that I needed to know. But number one, for keys to victory, Bam has to be the top 2 player in this series. Bam really has to step up. He had a good, decent game, but it wasn't enough. Without Jimmy Butler, you're going to have to put the muscle to them. And if you put the muscle to them, you will make number 2 possible, which will help, players get more threes. Tyler Hero, you just got to light him up from 3. I always yell, he's got a gun, and he just need to bust him down. Tyler Hero, you really need to tighten up, and they need to put Highsmith on Tatum. You feel me? When the points where he was on Tatum, he was locking them up a little bit. We need to slow Tatum down. Even though the rest of everybody else did their thing, Highsmith need to just stay on Tatum. We don't need him getting hot at all. You know what I'm saying? Those will be the keys to victory for us. If we can lock those things down, we can slow Boston down. And if the Heat can be better off, we're not going to have 2 back-to-back terrible offensive nights. We won't. So I got faith in Eric Spoelstra when it comes to him making his adjustments. He will make the proper adjustments. And let's go on and hear from old Coach Spo. See what Spo got to say.
Obviously not the start you wanted. Got close a little bit. And what's your general takeaway from how the afternoon went?
Yeah, it's clear. Boston controlled this game from the tip. The very first possession, offense rebound 3. And from there, they controlled it. You have to give them credit. They won the big muscle areas. Definitely won the three-point line. And the majority of the areas in between, including defensively. They were up and into us, getting us out of our normal flow rhythm. So we have to do a much better job by Wednesday.
You guys have seen a lot of doubles and early help on Bam over the last weeks, months. Them single covering Bam for most of the game. How does that kind of change maybe the game plan of what you guys have been?
Yeah, we'll see. I got to look into the film right now. I have a lot of thoughts on that end. Like I said, you have to give them credit, for taking us out of some things. I think they're willing to, live with some of those one-on-ones to be able to keep bodies on, our other guys. So we'll just have to find out the best plan, to get everybody in rhythm. I love, Bam, when he's aggressive, like that. And I also love him as a playmaker. We're going to probably need it at all levels, for the rest of the series.
Coach, 39 seconds left in the third quarter. You called a timeout. I thought it was might have been physical fatigue. Were you concerned about mental fatigue at that point after the week that you had been through?
I burned one to make a point.
Coach, can you just kind of talk a little bit about how Tyler struggled a little bit? I think they keyed on him pretty early, and what do you think in game 2 needs to work on?
Yeah, like I said, they came out intent with intentions, to put a lot of pressure on him. Whether it was on the ball with pick and rolls or off the ball with the movement, we have to come up, with some ways to shake him free and get him to the strength zones within the context of what we do. That's the playoffs. They're doing stuff to get their best players activated, and we have to do things that get our best players going, and then also other guys stepping up and making some plays to keep them honest.
Yeah, and I believe that we got the firepower for guys to step up. We know people can step up, and this the playoffs. Last year, y'all saw in the playoffs, the Heat didn't shoot that good from 3 during the regular season, but in the playoffs, them boys lit it up. It's a different game when it comes to the playoffs. It's a whole lot different. You get different looks. And I'm confident in the guys that we have to be able to knock down shots and do them. Caleb Martin was horrible game 1, but we know that he can knock it down. Go back to last year in Boston. He was knocking them down. Go back to the second playoff game. He was not, hell, even in the first one, they were knocking them down. So it just is what it is. And with Duncan getting, he's on a little bit of a minute restriction, but I feel like, come Wednesday, Duncan will get a little more in the rotation. He will be hot. You feel me? But I feel that's what I said when they went to keys to the game. Bam has to be the one to really be aggressive. He has to make them really, really make them respect him down low. He has to. I'm watching the game, and shout out to freaking Spivey pissing me off. But he was saying like Bam need to, don't live on the island out there at the three, be more in the post, and I agree with that. Even though I agree with all three of the 3-point shots that he took, he made one, missed the first two, but he really need to be inside. Bam needs to freaking be in that paint, and that's where he really needs to live. We can't have no more of this crap. Shout out to Jaime, man. I gotta show love to my rookie, man. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. This don't give him this don't show the hustle that this man gave, man. Jaime Jaquez Jr., he was my player for the Heat. When it comes to the Heat, he was the player of the game for the squad. Nico, he contributed with his 10 points, 6 rebounds. Like, he came to play. The two rookies really came to show up and show out. So I'm expecting to see more of them for their first playoff game. This was big from them. So, I'm truly excited about them. Bam, like I said, 24 points. It's cool. It was 0 of 3, 1 of 3, not 0 of 2. They tripping right there. But, he was 10 to 18, but I feel like he just need to be more aggressive. 24 points ain't going to cut it for Bam. And Caleb, like I said, he missed all 4. He was 2 of 6, 4 points. That's not enough. And we know Caleb not going to have 2 back-to-back games. So I believe Caleb will step up. He will do a little better. And Tyler Hero, this right here, this was killed us. 3 and 9, clearly not enough. 4 13, not enough. 11 points. Tyler, you can't have no less than 25 none of these games, especially without Jimmy. You got to light it up. We need Tyler to freaking light it up. He can't have games like this. It's just not going to cut it. We want to beat the Boston Celtics. This here, definitely not going to freaking cut it. And Highsmith didn't have no points. I feel like he will make, like he didn't make nothing. But him on defense. Delon Wright. Let me shout out Delon real quick, because Delon, he passed up a couple threes in that first half that I don't think he should have passed up, but he let it fly in the second half, and he really started to show out. You feel me? And I like that. He really started to show out. And right now, before I continue, let me take a question. So Spivey asks, do you think Love needs to be involved to pull Porzingis out of the paint? Porzingis really wasn't a threat to us in the paint in that game like that, honestly. Porzingis was killing us at the 3. That's where he was really killing us. So and yeah, even though he did have a few defensive stops inside, but I don't think he was that big of a problem when it came to him being in the paint. He was really dominating us from the 3. But I honestly do think he needs to be pulled out like that. I don't think that's not going to hurt us to do that. But I do want to, like I said, I want to give a shout out to Delon Wright. That he was 5 of 5 from 3. He really lit it up in the fourth. That when we were on that comeback. So we had some promising, some promising things. But again, against the Boston Celtics, you got to be damn near perfect, especially without Jimmy. K Love, he was he wanted 2. He can definitely shoot better. You know what I'm saying? 7 points ain't gonna cut it. We're gonna need at least 15 out your Love. I ain't gonna lie. At least 8 rebounds. We're gonna need you. 2 assists ain't gonna cut it. People were missing open shots. He would have had more. People weren't missing shots. So, but we just need our boys to be better. That was the first game. Spo gonna make the adjustments, and I definitely believe that we will be better. So shout out to the Heat. They came out and they fought. That's the one thing you're gonna know about them goons from Dade County is they gonna fight. Without Jimmy Butler, without Terry Rozier, these boys still fought, and that's where I got to give them credit. And And all of this stuff about them not being a 3-point shooting team, they're definitely a 3-point shooting team. They're just a better 3-point shooting team in the playoffs. And I truly believe that is because during the regular season, we had our hot spots, but we definitely had our streaky spots. And it's easier to have the streaky spots when it comes to the regular season for a lot of different reasons. Because you're not preparing for one team, you're preparing for multiple. And a lot of times we can get streaky. But as you saw in the playoffs last year, when we get a team that where the coach can do the breakdown, we can learn behaviors and things of that nature, these boys are a lot more efficient from three. I trust Duncan Robinson. He was killing it all year. I trust him. Caleb gonna get better shots. Love gonna get better shots. Tyler is not gonna go 11 points again. Tyler gonna show up and he gonna show out. You feel me? So we gonna shoot better. The boys gonna be better. It's just the only thing that I can count on really is the Celtics to play into their immaturity. Horford really had to cuss them out in the fourth quarter because Horford was like, "Why are y'all taking y'all foot off the gas?" You feel me? For Celtics to make it far in the playoffs, make it back to the finals and win it, they're gonna have to not be immature. So the one plus I see for my Miami Heat is that we can pull an upset with an immature team. Like at the end of the third quarter, there was no reason why they should have let Jaime Jaquez weave through that paint and even get that dunk that he got. And the reason he was able to get it because they all fell asleep. They were like, we got him on the road. And then it sparked a little run. You feel me? You can't do that. They started getting lazy on the D. And like everything was cool, they started to lax. And Horford really had to, what the heck y'all doing? Wake up. And then, they clamped it down at the end. But that's what I've seen from this team. To me, their identity has been the immaturity. Now, I feel like throughout they got so much firepower, so much versatility that through the regular season, they were able to ram through people. You notice a lot of the games weren't close. And again, defense is totally different when you can slow down the game. I feel like during this postseason, those chinks in the armor will be exposed, and you got the right coach to expose them. The Heat just gonna have to deliver. You feel me? If they want to fight in puncher's chance, they're gonna have to deliver. I'm gonna be the first to admit that it don't look pretty. I'm be the first one to admit that it's looking like, man, just let the young boys, these young players get this experience and we prepare for next year. But I'm a Heat lifer, baby. Just like I had faith last year when they thought the Bucks was going to run through us, we made it all the way to the finals as the 8th seed. We don't got Jimmy right now, but Jimmy not done for the season. Jimmy can come back. We didn't have Hero. Hero is here. These boys are going to put it in. I believe that they got what it takes to really, really grind through this. And we'll see. See if these boys can make it a series, See if these boys, hey, look, sometimes you need luck, bro. Sometimes you need luck. Ray Allen getting that 3-point off in game 6, luck. Had Bosh not got, look, you got to think of a lot of different things. Bosh got that rebound because, number one, Tim Duncan was taken out. Everybody was like, why was Tim Duncan not there? But he pulled Tim Duncan out. Tim Duncan could have got that rebound if he was in the game. Also, Ginobili didn't stay home on the shooter. Ginobili tried to go get that rebound as well. And because he was overzealous, tried to get that rebound, Ray had enough time to back up to his spot and bust down that 3. Because Ginobili was on the ground, had to get back up and gather himself. He couldn't get there in time. So, sometimes, luck, you got to take advantage when luck presents you an opportunity. I feel like that will be the case for our underhanded Miami Heat team right now because we got to go against the things that play against the Celtics. Their immaturity, you know what I'm saying? They have shown us consistently that they take their foot off the gas. They can't do that. And sometimes we get crazy hot, and we've seen consistently Tatum and Brown, they can go ghost when the lights are shining the brightest. They can go ghost, and we gotta expect that from them. So we'll see. I'm not claiming sweep at all. I got faith in my boys that we can do better than that, and that's just the way that's gonna go. So big shout out to my Miami Heat, man. These boys gonna play their game. Let's hear from some of our young guys, man. Hear from some of our young guys, Nico, them boys, see what they got to say. Heat Nation Report.
Shoot that many threes, the whole season. I think they averaged around 42, 43, threes. And, you come in the game like this and you try to be physical and everything, but, every single mistake you make, they're shooting that thing and they're shooting in great percentages and you just cannot let them off the hook. You gotta be locked in from the start. We started bad, and I think if we started a little bit better, it would be a lot better game.
Yeah, you guys got it down to single digits, I mean three at a certain point, but then Hauser goes off one of those relief threes. It's one thing when he's doing it and guys are penetrating and kicking. How tough is it when you have Porzingis and Tatum, who for a lot of you guys can just kind of see over the top and let it rip?
Yeah. Last year was a lot easier because they didn't have Porzingis, and I think our zone really made a lot of problems for them. I think it can make a lot of problems this year too, but with Porzingis in the lineup who can stretch the floor and then just shoot almost over anyone, it's just really hard to guard him. And
yeah, man, it is. Porzingis is a freaking anomaly. Like Spivey said earlier, Porzingis is going to be the wild card in this series.
Sam Hauser shot all those threes, just from the great ball movement they had, and so we'll need to prepare a little better in that zone.
Particularly in the first half, the looks weren't there from three. Second half, it looked like you guys were trying a little more to find those threes. What's it going to take to get comfortable and kind of match them? Maybe not 3 for 3, but at least get better looks from long range.
I mean, I think we got to shoot them. We had a lot of shots that we just passed off with a shot fake and then drive, and then we probably overdid a little bit too much.
Yes, they definitely overdid the shot faking and the driving. They were giving up too many shots, and I felt like they should have just been firing. They should have really just been firing. So that definitely was a problem.
We was open a lot of times, so we just got to shoot them.
Thank you. A missed opportunity was that in the second quarter. You guys battle back from 15 down. You get it to, I believe, 3, and then Hauser gets away from you all and
freaking
gets
Hauser,
those
bro,
looks and makes it 15 again.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, to capitalize, especially like, they're, they got a lot of offensive weapons and, guys coming off the bench, being confident, shooting the ball at a high clip. Stuff like that we got to take care of with guys coming off the bench. But if you get credit where credit due, they come in and make big shots at the right time. And like you said, we just got to take care of that when we can. Continue to try to figure it out.
I was by 30 from 3. Was it an issue for you guys? Was it more shot making or shot quality when you look at the looks you guys were getting as opposed to the looks they were hitting?
I don't think it was as much as shot quality. I think we got good looks. I think that there are also some looks that we passed up that maybe that turned into some worse shots at times. But I think overall we got good looks. We just didn't knock some of them down, and I think we passed up opportunities, which you can't with a team like that. Like you said, you got to capitalize on moments that you have and opportunities that you need to take. So, like I said, we'll just continue to get better and step into those and shoot with confidence.
It feels like there's going to be physicality, obviously, in this series. And when you're guarding Tatum, you're giving up height, so you got to get into him. How do you balance the work you have to do versus how his teammates may feel about some of the interactions, even when you're not even facing the man and he's sliding down your back and falls hard?
Yeah, I mean that's just the playoffs. You just know it's going to be physical, and that's just the type of game that you want. This is that time of year where everything does pick up, and the intensity picks up, physicality picks up. So no matter what, we gotta stay the course and stay mentally stable, because especially being in an environment like this, going against a great team, you just know what comes with it. So just keep battling. A lot of it's a mental game, but we'll be prepared.
You got 2 days now before the next one. I mean, how is it for these next couple days to not let this one linger, just get on to what you need to do in game 2?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us wish that we could play tomorrow, but, we got to get back to the drawing board and got some things to figure out. And, gives us another day or two to let things settle in. And, obviously it's the worst thing of just kind of letting it sit like that. But, sometimes you need to feel a loss like that and to come with a better approach and a better start and a sense of urgency. So I think it'll be good.
This almost for the sole reason of getting a chance to play meaningful playoff minutes. What was it like to
My
have a
boy.
game like this, to be part of something like this, and at least even with the rough finish to be able to contribute?
Yeah, no, it was a tough one, tough start, but I feel like once we got settled into the game, we figured out some things that we can carry over to the next game, and I feel like it'll be a much better outcome for us next game once we, look at the film and see what we can do better.
Do you see things now where
Agreed.
you can contribute by getting into the game flow and having a chance like this?
For sure. I feel like if I can get more involved and screen more, just be more active on offense, and then defense, I feel like take care of itself. I just feel like I just have to, make my man move as much as possible, because sometimes they're just helping in off of me.
Is there a thought that it has to be collective, that with Jimmy and Terry out, that it has to be a lot from a bunch of guys, especially on the wing?
Oh, for sure. It's a team effort. That's been the saying all year is next man up. Other guys just have to contribute in other ways or do more, and that's the only way we're going to win.
So I kind of walk us through getting hot. You see the first one go down, and then they all just keep going down.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever hit that many in a row. But I just have to take the open shot that they give me. I feel like I passed up one first, in the first half, and we turned it over, and I feel like they were doing the opposite. They were shooting it every time they touched it. Whether it was a good shot or a bad shot, they were just giving themselves a chance.
They made 22 threes. I mean, how much of it was it just hot shooting? How much was it maybe you guys weren't closing quick enough? I mean, when you look back, I know you got 2 days to figure it out, but what was the issue there defensively, you think?
Yeah, I feel like overhelping on a few of those. We let Hauser get off 4 in the first half. That kind of hurt us. And the other guys, they're going to shoot, a bunch of them. We just have to, contain them as much as possible. Don't let Tatum, have a big night. I feel like we did a pretty solid job on him tonight.
How big was that missed opportunity there in the second quarter? We just got, I think, down to 3, and then that's when Hauser knocked down that 20.
Yeah, that's where I feel like I passed up a shot that could have kept the momentum going, and we turned it over. And then after that, they kind of went on a run. So if we can minimize their runs, and it's a hostile place. The crowd feeds off of them hitting threes and dunks and stuff. So if we can minimize it, we'll give ourselves a great chance.
You think it's a case where I don't know if you have to fight fire with threes, but at least when you get those looks, take more of those looks offensively, especially from long range?
Sure. I think we had got off at like 8 at one point. They had a 33 though, so that's tough to beat if you don't get up enough threes and, minimize their makes. So we just have to take the open ones and create more open ones for ourselves.
Straight up, man. They really did a crazy job and not taking advantage of shots that they had. There was a lot of waiting for them to get their pump fake and then and then they late in the shot clock, or and those are and these are young guys, so I feel like those are mistakes that young guys make. And I love that to see some of the hot spots, the hot things that I'm taking is that they're noticing it. He noticed in the game, first half he was passing up. These boys not passing up, let me shoot. He got hot and he shot those things. You feel me? So we're definitely going to need more of that. And the disrespect for Jimmy G buckets, you got to stop. You feel me? You got to stop. It is what it is. People can say all the stuff that they want, but you need health when you're going to win the championship. You need your players to be healthy. It is what it is. You need your players to be freaking healthy. And we didn't have Tyler Hero last year. We got as far as we could. We needed that extra firepower with Tyler Hero. And it just didn't do us no favors. This right now, we're without Jimmy. We're without Jimmy. When they were in the finals against the Lakers, we didn't have Goran and didn't have Bam, and then they came back late. And they weren't nowhere near 100%. We need to be healthy. Had Kelly Oubre not try to kill Jimmy Butler on purpose. Yeah, I said it. He tried to hit him with the karate chop, the Mortal Kombat. the up, down, down B. He tried to hit him with it. You feel me? And it just didn't, and it took him out. And, had we been able to come into the playoffs with Butler, with Rozier, with our full squad, it'd be a totally different story. It'll be a totally different story. And y'all know playoff Jimmy is a real thing. He can say all he wants. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Hitting them with the combos. You feel me? Hitting them with the combos, and I don't like it. But yeah, man, the Heat, they just gotta just do those things. At the end of the day, like it was said, the tape will be studied. Spo is the king of adjustments. Eric Spoelstra will come through. Eric Spoelstra will come up with a great game plan. Our boys just got to execute. Bam, be more aggressive. I need you to try to go for 30, bro. You need to try to go for 30. Hero, just be more efficient. He will. I believe he'll have a better game. And all around, my boys are going to have a better game. So shout out to the Miami Heat. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics for winning game one. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, protect home court. And we'll go see if we can go steal one game two. Y'all know what it is, man. This has been the Miami Heat Nation Report. You feel me? This has been the breakdown of game one. Y'all make sure y'all continue to tune in. We will be live again on Thursday, the day after game two. Y'all know how we do. I'm going to give y'all that coverage, that play-by-play breakdowns, exactly how we do. Y'all know what time it is, man. This your boy Blaze, 109th Wonder. Heat Nation, it ain't over, baby. It's just one game. It's just one game. We're going to rally up Wednesday, and we're going to take these boys out. Y'all know what it is, man. This has been the Heat Nation Report. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's get it.
Ooh, bitch.